Good morning and welcome to Teentalk News at 6 a.m., where we bring the Bible life through the eyes of today's youth. I'm your host, Ukewale Swatope, and today's headline sounds like something out of a movie. Man thrown into a den of hungry lions and survives without a scratch. A man was locked in a cave full of lions and came out completely unarmed. That man's name was Daniel, and the story is all about faith, courage, and God's power to protect. So sit tight and let's dive into this ancient but powerful report. I'll be right back. Welcome back from that break. We begin in the kingdom of Medo-Persia during the reign of King Darius. Sources told us that Daniel was not a soldier or a fighter. He was a man of wisdom and prayer. Because of his excellent spirit and strong character, King Darius made him one of the top 3 governors over the entire empire. In fact, Daniel, the king liked Daniel so much, he planned to promote him over the whole kingdom. But not everyone was happy about that. Some other officials were jealous of Daniel. They looked for a way to bring him down. They tried to find something wrong with the way Daniel worked, but they couldn't. Daniel was honest, loyal, faithful, clean. They couldn't find a single error. One of the suspected officials said that they came up with a sneaky plan. They said to one another, the only way they could trap Daniel is through his religion and his commitment to God. Our witness told us that some of the officials went to meet the king to make a law that for 30 days no one can pray to God, any god or person except the king himself. Anyone who breaks the law will be thrown into a den of lions. The king, flattered by their praise and thinking it was harmless, and he signed the law. According to the law of the kingdom, once a king signs a law, not even the king himself can cancel it. Here is a big question. What did Daniel do when he heard about the new law? Did he hide? Did he stop praying? No. Daniel went home, opened his window toward Jerusalem, and knelt down 3 times a day to pray, just as he always did. He didn't shout or try to cause trouble. He just remained faithful to God. But the officials were watching. They saw Daniel praying and quickly ran to tell the king. When the king Darius heard the news, he was heartbroken. He liked Daniel, he respected Daniel, and now he realized he had been tricked. A close relative who witnessed this told Teentalk TV that the king spent the whole day trying to figure out how to save Daniel. But because the law couldn't be changed, he had no choice. He gave the order. Daniel was taken and thrown into a den of lions. Before sealing the den, the king said something powerful. May your God, whom you serve continually, rescue you. A large stone was rolled over the mouth of the den. The king sealed it with his own ring, and he went back to the palace. The wives of the king told one of our newsmen that night he couldn't eat, he didn't listen to music, he didn't sleep. He was worried about Daniel, about his decision, about whether God would answer. During an exclusive interview with one of the king's guards, he said, at the first light of dawn, His Majesty, King Darius, ran to the den. He called out and said, Daniel, servant of the living God, has your God, whom you serve continually, been able to rescue you from the lions? And then, from the darkness of the den, came a voice. Then Daniel said, my God sent his angels and shut the mouths of the lions. They have not hurt me, because I was found innocent before God, and I have done no wrong before you. The king was overjoyed. Daniel was lifted out of the den with not a single scratch on him, because he had trust in his God. Then king ordered that the men who had falsely accused Daniel, along with their families, be thrown into the lion's den. The lions overpowered them instantly. It was clear this had been a real miracle. His Majesty, King Darius, then wrote a decree to the whole empire, saying that in every part of his kingdom, people must fear and respect the God of Daniel. For he is a living God, and he endures forever. He rescues and saves. He performs signs and wonders in the heaven and on earth. He has rescued Daniel from the power of the lions. Here is your challenge for this week. Pray like Daniel 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and evening. Just 3 to 5 minutes each time. Let God build your courage through prayer. That wraps up episode of Teentalk News. I've been your host, Okewale Tuatope, reminding you that when you stay faithful to God, He will stay faithful to you, even in a lion's den. Stay strong, stay prayerful, and we'll see you next time on Teentalk TV. Goodbye and God bless you.